Hallo, 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 ihr Lieben. Und willkommen zurück in der kuscheligen Voodoo-Stube. Hier bei Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. In der letzten Folge haben wir hier von Magenta Moonbeam einige Informationen erhalten und ja, unter anderem wissen wir jetzt, dass hier auf diesem Gekritzel, das auf dem Grab von Marie Laveau, der Gruft von Marie Laveau stand, dass das ein Code ist.
Well, I guess I'll be gone now.
Mit einer Angabe, wann, wo das nächste Treffen des Kults stattfindet.
Count on it.
Okay, was mache ich jetzt? Ich gehe mal zur Kathedrale. Kann ich da inzwischen irgendwas reißen? Ne, hier ist auch noch nichts neu. Ich dachte, dass eventuell jetzt der Priester da wäre. Aber ich könnte noch mal... kann ich eigentlich hier hinter? Oh, da ist eine Tür. Ach ja, damals in den 90ern. Da hatte man noch Zeit beim Videospielen. Da sind die Charaktere noch richtig gemächlich und langsam gelaufen. Oh ja, ich kann den Priester ausrauben. Das ist doch schön. Gibt's hier irgendwas, was ich gebrauchen kann?
I can't resist black.
Ein Priestergewand. Da braucht man noch dieses Ding, dieses Halsdingens.
Nothing on that shelf interesting. The closet shelves are stocked with the odds and ends of a saintly life. In other words, nothing Gabriel is familiar with. Long ceremonial robes hang in the closet. It's a picture of Christ.
Vielleicht hier in der Schublade?
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Okay. Also das sind die Krägen
There's
drin.
a box of white priest's collars in the closet. The closet shelves are, in other words.
Okay, sonst ist hier nichts. Gut. Aber jetzt können wir uns als Priester verkleiden. Das ist doch schon mal was. Ich weiß doch noch nicht, wann wir das brauchen. Ich kann mich noch nicht so richtig erinnern, wann wir das brauchen, bei wem. Aber wir werden es schon rausfinden. Jetzt muss ich durch den ganzen Park laufen, nur weil ich hier endlich raus will, muss ich langsam durch den ganzen Park laufen tun. Ah, okay, ich kann die Laufgeschwindigkeit erhöhen, das ist gut. Aber so schnell muss er jetzt auch nicht laufen. Okay, wo gehen wir jetzt mal hin? Wir haben jetzt die Adresse von Malia Getty. Da könnten wir eigentlich mal hinfahren. Hä? Da war der Tatort. Und hier wohnen die? Komisch. Was hat die hinten beim Tatort zu suchen gehabt? Nee, ich wollte die wegklicken.
May I help you?
Erstmal einen Schluck Kaffee, Tee.
I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
Ich bin in dienstlichen Angelegenheiten hier.
I do have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
Wir zeigen ihm mal unsere
My
Polizeimarke.
name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business. Really? How interesting. Wait here. I'll inform Miss Getty. Miss Getty will see you. Right this way. Miss Getty will be down shortly.
Oh, ich mag einfach diese Hintergründe. Das ist so schön gemacht. Und so atmosphärisch alles. Mit der Lichtstimmung und den Farben.
What can I do for you, Detective?
Ja, ich meine, ja, es ist Pixelgrafik aus dem Jahr 93, aber es ist schöne Pixelgrafik. Erstmal ein bisschen Smalltalk.
This is quite a place.
Thank you. It's been in the family a long time.
Done anything exciting lately?
I'm sorry, but I'm very busy. Can we get to the point?
So, what's new with you?
Nothing that would interest you, I'm sure, Detective.
Die will keinen Smalltalk halten.
Do you receive all your visitors in this library?
Usually. I feel more comfortable surrounded by things that I love.
So you like books?
My books, my art. Yes.
You know, we have a lot more in common than you might imagine.
I would love to chat about that sometime, Detective, but I'm really pressed at the moment.
This is quite a place.
Thank you.
Okay, jetzt wiederholt sich das. Ich schaue mich aber trotzdem erstmal hier um. Das Gemälde ist interessant von der nackten Frau. Das hat direkt meine Aufmerksamkeit erregt.
Beautiful women. They must be relatives.
They are.
Beautiful.
They are.
Okay.
Harvard Classic, Homer, Virgil. Maybe Malia wouldn't be impressed by a signed copy of one of Gabriel's novels.
Romantic.
I like firelight, Detective.
Undoubtedly proof that there is a God. Nice statue, I like it.
Thank you. It's The Rebellious Slave by Michelangelo.
Was liegt auf dem Boden?
Genuine lion skin.
I can imagine doing things on that rug.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing.
Ach, Gabriel. Okay, wir reden mal mit ihr und stellen ihr mal ein paar Fragen.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Getty?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
Sie ist schon hübsch.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
Welche Dinge interessieren Sie?
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It is, Detective. It means a great deal to me.
Do you have a career?
A career? Being the head of the Getty family is a 24-hour-a-day job. We have many holdings and many responsibilities, financial and otherwise. The management of our business affairs and properties leaves me with time for little else.
Poor little rich girl?
Believe it or not, Detective, wealth does have its price.
Tell me about your family.
The Gettys? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like you. Or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's really none of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large, extended family.
I see.
Mir kam gerade ein Gedanke, der ist richtig, richtig doof, der Witz. Aber wenn die ein Spa aufmachen würden, wäre das dann Spaghetti? Entschuldigung.
Do you have a husband? A boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
So, you've never been married?
No, and I never will be.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I do a lot of charity work around the city. primarily in the prison and reform system. I'm not a professional sociologist, but it does interest me.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I have a business degree from Vanderbilt. I wanted to study psychology, but my family's interests came first.
Oh? Why not something like law, then? Surely that would have been an asset to the family.
Law? Please, I do have some morals, Detective.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
For the record, I'm 28, Detective.
Flirty, flirty, flirt.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I have a few friends. A woman in my position can't really afford them.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I try to stay away from the media as much as possible. Last year there was that story about John Kennedy Jr. and I. The phone didn't stop ringing for weeks. I prefer to keep my private life private. I would appreciate it if you would keep my name away from any public association with the police, Detective.
Of course. I'd like to hear just about anything.
I do a lot of charity work.
Okay, jetzt wiederholt sich das.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
Okay, dann fragen wir mal nach dem See.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake, and I do spend quite a bit of time out there.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never...
Okay. Oh, wir haben einen Extrapunkt für Flirten. Dann klicken wir den doch mal an.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that. Brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job.
Und nochmal flirten.
I can't help noticing that you're in incredible shape, Miss Getty.
Och,
Your
Gabriel.
legs are so strong. Do you work out at one of the clubs by the lake?
Well, Detective, I do enjoy physical activity.
Oh, me too.
Actually, I was referring to swimming and modern dance. I can't say I do much exercising at the lake, though.
Oh, well, it was worth asking.
Okay, nochmal flirten.
A beautiful woman like you must know a lot of people in this city.
Well, I am on a number of boards, and I do a fair amount of charity work. But I have very little time for social activities. I'm really more of a recluse than you might imagine.
No, really? It's a tragedy to hide a light like yours under a bushel, Miss Getty.
Your opinion is noted, Detective.
Ach, die durchschaut den doch direkt, dass er kein Detective ist. So unprofessionell, wie er sich anstellt, der gute Gabriel.
I'm not making many points here today, am I?
No, you're not.
Miss Getty. Malia.
Oh.
There's something about you.
Oh.
You really touch me.
I almost believe you, Detective.
I wish you would. I've never been more sincere in my life.
Now that I can believe.
Okay. Das war langsam schon unangenehm. Also, wir fragen mal was anderes.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the voodoo murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced?
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh, well, I can see that your imagination is considerable. I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear, I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police. I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
Malia, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out. Robert? Show Mr. Knight out, please.
I most certainly will. Thank you very much. I had a lovely time. Ah, shit.
Lovely time. Ja, Gabriel, da hast du verkackt. Okay, wohin jetzt? Ich fahr noch mal zum Friedhof. Jetzt wissen wir ja, dass das Grab hier Marie Laveau gehört. Wir könnten mal den Friedhofswärter nach ihr ausfragen.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Sure. She was the voodoo queen of New Orleans. A powerful voodooine and a powerful sorceress. Believers still come to her tomb, you know. They write secret marks on the walls, leaving offerings and things. Then there's the tourists. They come out of curiosity. As a matter of fact, that big Dr. John fella from the Voodoo Museum, he's here at least once today. But Marie Laveau's tomb ain't the only one the believers visit and make markings and leave offerings at.
Oh.
You said there were other marked tombs?
Yep. I seen bull hearts left on tombs and a nest of vulture feathers, plates of peas and cornmeal, animal parts, human parts even, it looked like. Male parts, if you get my meaning. And this at one of the great family crypts, mind you. Odd how them types just pick a spot and stick to it.
Mhm.
What other tombs get marked? Can you show me?
No, I ain't one for naming names. I don't like to encourage that kind of thing. It's distressing to the families, and rightly so. Don't know how that sort of thing gets started. Why folks come to start leaving stuff at that one spot. But it happens all the same.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? I see snakes around here all the time. Most of them ain't poisonous, of course.
What other tombs?
No, don't know how that's...
Okay, er sagt uns dazu nichts. Aber wir wissen jetzt, dass es hier noch andere Gräber gibt mit Markierungen.
The Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here. Several generations of an old New Orleans family rest here in relative peace. A wrought iron fence surrounds this tomb.
I hope that's to keep people out.
Das Familiengrab der... Oder das ist eher schon fast ein kleines Mausoleum. Aber okay, eine Gruft auf jeden Fall. Die Familiengruft der Gettys.
The imposing tomb is elaborately labeled Geddy. An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb. There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors.
Kann ich die drücken? Ist das ein Schalter?
The plate is locked in position. There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
Hallo Wicker. Ah, okay, ich sehe schon. Du hast recht. Es ist Zeit, einen Schnitt zu machen für diese Folge. Und dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Dann kannst du weiter dich am Mikrofon reiben, meine Süße.